Hey everybody, welcome to PlayStation Underground. We are checking out Moss Book 2 here, which is an upcoming PSVR title. I am so happy to be joined by Josh Stixma, Principal Engineer and Design Director at Polyarc. Hey Josh, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. It's good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we wanted to just jump in and talk a little bit about, one of the new weapons that Quill's going to have in Moss Book 2. Could you tell us a little bit about this hammer we're looking at?
Yeah, I was going to say, I just missed it. Obviously, you want to be taking that hammer.
Heck yeah.
Quill's got it. It's like just about as big as her. And it's this big new weapon, one of the weapons you're going to be receiving in Moss Book 2. And these are a lot about like cooperation. And this is a hammer that actually lets Quill, through her efforts, summon this big ethereal hammer that she kind of sets up as like a 1-2 punch for you, because she sets it up, and then you, as the the spirit reader in this story, can reach in and grab that and slam it down. And in this case, you're hitting those big, heavy pressure plates that only that can crush.
Oh, awesome! So she's able to kind of queue up that hammer, and then the player can go ahead and activate it. That's great. And so it looks like there's some combat possibilities for it as well that we're about to maybe, if this ominous music is an indication.
Yeah, it kind of lets you know what's up. We make sure it's obvious. But the cool thing is, you saw a little bit of this hammer used as a bit of a puzzle device, and there's definitely a lot more complexity to it that players are going to see later on in the game, because that was kind of the first time you got it. But in addition to that, you can see she's trying to bait him in, but he's not having it.
Right.
It can also be used as a combat device, because we have certain enemies. In this case, it's an armored Screecher. Is one of the enemies we had in the first game, but he's got some armor on, and you actually need to use that hammer to break that armor off. And that becomes like a bit of a gameplay element of like, okay, I got to get Quill here to break this off, and then we can take out that enemy. It's also
awesome.
just in general a really powerful weapon that changes the flow and the cadence of combat. You can see here she's just crushing enemies.
I love it. I love the animation of her just really sells the weight of this big hammer.
It's funny because it's like, is she swinging the hammer? Is the hammer swinging her? You don't know.
Beautiful synchronicity there. Well, great. So, Josh, thanks for taking a look at the new hammer weapon in Moss Book 2. And, folks won't have to wait long to wield themselves. This PSVR title is going to be out this spring. So stay tuned.